Hello everybody, I'm back again. So here is part 2 of the journal or the tutorial that I'm creating. Here's a book that I already sewn. I actually did quite a few, 7 to be exact. And so I went ahead and picked my paper and put them all together. I have coffee dyed paper, I have music note paper, and I have some ledger paper. And then I have some paper bags, which I ended up sewing them just across. And so I still have my pocket there. So once you get to this step now, you start doing your stamping. I always use one of these mouse pads because I think that the stamping works better. So I'll just, and actually no, I take it back. Well, I do, but for this stamping, I use this whatchamacallit? This stamp, I can't remember who it was from, but, sorry guys, excuse me. I'm sorry guys. Okay, good. My daughter went to Arizona, so she traveled down there and now she's just letting me know she arrived, so thank God. I don't like people flying. But anyways, okay. So then all I do is I usually use my StazOn, but I thought I'd use my walnut stain only because you know, I want the stamping on the pages to be light, just pretty much as background, not to stand out too much. I usually try to go slow with the StazOn, you know, just tap it a little bit, but sometimes I still end up getting, you know, strong marks. So I thought of using the walnut stain, and I like that better because you can still see it, but it's light. So from here, I just go through each and every one of my pages and just randomly stamp just to, you know, give it some texture. Some don't have them all plain, even though I still have this awesome images from when it got copy dyed. But there's some pages, like this one for example, that it's a little more in the white side compared to these. Make sure I'm in frame. So I just pretty much randomly stamp throughout the pages. You don't have to do this part. I just like the look. So just go ahead and do my stamping. Some of these pages may get covered, like with the images or maybe some paper. But just in case I don't, I want to have it already stamped. Because you know me, I could plan this and then later on I end up switching it. So I'm just going to stamp them all. And go from there. Okay, I'm almost there, almost there. I actually started working on 2 already out of those 7 I made, but I'm like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be recording, so I pulled out another one because I forgot. So this is just, you know, a little stamping here and there. It doesn't take a lot of time. I just want to give it a little something. And my last page. Okay, move that aside. So then we go back to the first page. This is where I like to add my images because I still need to do some more stamping, but I want to make sure that I don't stamp on the ones where my images are going to go. So I have a couple of images here that I'm thinking of using. This one here, and probably this one. I'm going to use these three for now. I may add more, which actually I'm going to have another image in the front, but I'm going to leave that last only because then I don't want to worry that it gets scratched or dirty or something. So I'm just going to use my little walnut stain just to go over the edges. I trimmed them down because this is a small book. I think it's 4.5 by 6 1/4. I think it is. So I went ahead and trimmed my images. So let's see. My husband's in the shower, so as soon as he comes out, I'm closing the door. But I don't want to close it yet because my son's asleep. I don't want him to wake up. He'll freak out if he doesn't find me. Okay, so now I gotta figure where I want my images, and I definitely want one on the first page. So I'm thinking this one. So, excuse me. I don't know, these little cold blue, just can't seem to get rid of it. Never ever am I doing the flu shot again, especially after hearing about that it's not good and you have more of a chance of getting sick than the people who didn't get the flu shot. So yeah, never again. So then I'm just gonna pop it right here. And okay guys, my husband's out of the shower. Give me a second, let me close the door. Babe, I'm videotaping, okay?
I'm sorry, babe.
It's okay. Okay, I'm back again, guys. Okay, so then I just press. So I got one image down. Now I gotta figure out where I want the other one. And I'm gonna say right here in the middle of the page. And I always choose a couple of images, but sometimes I end up adding more. I mean, you could add as many as you want to your journals. But right now, so far, I have 3 plus the cover. It'll be 4 images so far. I'll see how it goes. But then I'm using my tacky glue. I want it here on this page. And you could add some like book page. I'd like the look of that. But on this one, I'm not. It just depends on how I do it. You know, one day I may do it this way, another day I may do it that way. But I want to layer some lace and stuff around them, but either on the bottom or around the whole picture, I'm not sure. So for now, I'm just gluing the image down. And I definitely want an image in the back on my last page. And that's where she's gonna go. So get my glue. And it's running out. I need to fill it up again. I can't use the big one because it hurts my hand, so I just keep that bottle and fill it up. Maybe 3/4 of it to halfway, so it's just not so heavy. Sometimes I get these sharp pains in my hands, on my fingers I mean, and it's not pretty. And see, when I press with my hand like this, it hurts less. If I use my fingers, it hurts more. So you must forgive me. But yeah, gotta find my ways where my hand doesn't hurt as much. So there we have it. So we already have our images. So I'm going to go back to the front. And for now, I'm going to leave this as is. And I'm going to come here. Now, since I have image on the back, I know I'm not going to use one here. So I want to stamp. Now I am planning on putting a pocket here, so I'm probably going to do some stamping on the top. Now what exactly I'm going to use, I don't know yet, but I'm thinking, what is that? I'm definitely thinking of using this one. And these are from Graphic 45 that I found on whatchamacallit? Tuesday morning. So I definitely want these because I love this one. And just try to center it. And there's one. Now I want to do it on all my pages. I just like that look. So I'm going to go and stamp. Which I should try, and I need to learn how to edit videos, because see, like, this is repetitive. Like, I don't want you guys bored. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure it out and just forward it so you guys don't have to watch this step over and over. Unless you guys are doing it with me, then yeah, that's cool. But I need to figure out how to do that. I need to play with the videos. I see stuff you can do on YouTube. But I just need to sit there and play with it and see if I can do that. But if you guys know of any awesome YouTube video that shows how to edit, or what either apps or software I can use to learn, that would be greatly appreciated. So let's see. And I'm using the Stays On, but it's a brown color. I don't know, I gotta see. But I normally do all my stamping in black. But this Stays On was gifted to me by my friend Crystal over at Crystal Designs, and I love it. I've always been a black stamp girl. I mean, I have some colored, but I don't really use them. Only because I feel like I'm not going to like it. Brown is kind of in the black family, so I'm not scared to use that one. So then, now we have finished. I could add one on top of the image, which I'm tempted to do. You know what, let me try. If anything, I can cover it with a piece of lace, right? That's the good thing about this craft, that you can cover your mistakes, you know? I mean, I've had times where I stamp something and it's not straight, you know, or something went wrong, or I just chose not to use it and just go back and cover it. Okay, that looks cute. Alright, I can do that. Maybe I'll go back to my other images and do the same thing. Because see, you could see a little bit from the stamping on the other page. So, I'm going to try to line it up again and cover it. And then this one. Okay, so far I've got that. Sorry guys, that's my lazy way of cleaning my stamps. So then, let's see. I want to go ahead. I know I want a pocket there. Maybe I should do my pockets first, because I want to add some images also here at the bottom, and I'm not sure where, like here for example, I could definitely put a pocket in one and not on the other. So maybe, which by the way I have to show you guys, this is a stamp. Well, let me show you the actual cover. I found these stamps. They're Christmas, but they have this little typewriter and it says Dear Santa, but I loved it, so I only bought it because of this, because everything else is Christmas. I can't really use it. Well, maybe joy, you know, little bells, but you know, I can't really use this only on Christmas. So what I did is I grabbed my little knife and cut on the inside the Dear Santa, and it worked. It looks awesome. Let me show you. My stamp has a little hole, but it's okay because it works. But I loved it. Look guys, isn't that cute? And so now it doesn't have Dear Santa, which I stamped it and cut it out, and I had stamped the date on there. Why, I don't know, I just random thing to do. But I really like that, so yes, I did that. I cut that piece off and I love the way it looks. And actually look, some of the stamping looks like it was written in there. Anyways, so I definitely want that in there, but here on this side, I'm not sure. So at this point, I'm going to stop on the stamping better. I'm going to add my pockets, and then I'll stamp again. I just want to make sure I do my stamping before it gets really bulky, because then it's very difficult. So do I have pockets ready? I did make some, but I have issues because I seem to put stuff in places and I don't know what I did to them. So I might have to make some more, but I'm a mess, guys. What can I say? I'm a mess. I found some of the big ones I made, but those are too big. Let me see real quick. Okay, I have some here that I have made, and this is a container I made to supposedly put everything in there that I make, but apparently I didn't follow directions, my own rules, because I didn't do anything. Actually, this is another type. These were made out of, like, these too big? No, they're not. But see, this is me working on my own. That's why it's hard for me to make videos, because I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and you know, I'm all over the place. I just wish I could find my pockets that I had made. And I don't know where I put them at. I'm telling you guys, I'm a mess. But you guys don't believe me. No, I don't see them. Okay. So I'm just going to stop looking and make my own. It's a small book, so it shouldn't take me too long. Move that out of the way. So then here, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do here. I was thinking of doing a pocket. I definitely want to add a piece of lace here, because you can see that tote bag that I put in the bag. And actually this, the front cover, I did not trim the edge. I'm thinking of leaving it like that. I'm not sure. But see, like for example, this is one of the ones I was working on already. I already have an image in the front, and I even added this lace. But what I did on this one I did cut it open. I inserted one of these. So I like this idea. And then this is made out of I think it's file folder. So the fact that I popped that in there just makes more of a, gives more strength to my little paper bag. I like that part. This paper clip has to be, you know, a little decorated, and a smaller one, but for now I just put a big one to just hold it in place. And then on some of these, okay, not this one. Here's another one, and this one I just wrapped it around the page, and then I did the same thing in the back. So yeah, I like this idea, unless either that or I do a like a tag, but in a piece of cardstock, so it'll be sturdy and keep my page nice and firm. But I like that idea, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave that one open or closed. But even though, like on this one, I'm trying to let you guys know who she is. But on this one, I have it closed, but also just the image, having the image in front, it does give it a little bit of, you know, stiffness to the page, but not as much as the other one. So I don't know. I'm still debating. Let's see, I have one here in the back. I like how that looks. That looks cute. So, okay. So these are the ones I've been working on. So here I already add my images. Now I need to add my pockets and then my stamping. So where is my book pages? And then I just, you know, I have 3 tables here because I like to have my space, but then again, they're all full of stuff. So like, I'm putting stuff on the floor now. That's me. And now I told my husband I need another table because I need my space to work. Oh my God, I was hoping they might have been in here and they're not. Okay, now I officially gave up. Now I need the pages, book pages. So There's a book. So we're going to do some quick pages real quick. I'm going to try not to think too much so that I don't take too long on the video. So let's see. See right there. I'm going to get my glue. That one went a little crooked. Straighten it. I can hear my daughter copying from here. Poor thing. Hopefully she doesn't wake up again in the middle of the night. She's been waking up that she can't sleep. She can't stop coughing. Feel so bad for her. So the times where you wish you would get sick, which well, I kind of am, not as bad as her. Okay, so move those to the side. And let's see, what do I want here? Okay. I think I'm gonna do one of these. And see, I don't tape them all the way to the edge only because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Sometimes I end up trimming it. And sometimes I end up sewing in them and I don't have to glue on the edge. And that's one of the reasons why I don't put glue all the way, because I don't want it to interfere with my sewing. So then, I wonder how one like this would look. Maybe smaller. Okay. So then, let me see. Well, this is me in action, guys. Not thinking, just doing. Okay, I obviously read that wrong. That's not it. So yeah. I just go through the edge. The bottom's not going to show, but just in case a strip or anything shows, I just pass it a little bit. Now I gotta glue this down. And I'm probably not going to glue them to the book just yet because I want to sew them. But I'm not sure. Maybe for tutorial's sake I should not sew this one. Let's just put glue. I could sew the other ones. I love these little things. They're got it at my dollar store, or my dollar and above store. It came with 2 or 3 of them, and they work awesome. I'm gonna get the vintage photo real quick. I'm gonna go off frame over here real quick just to add some of that. I have a little mat thing over here, but just to put some on the inside. And then, you know, I normally make pockets, like a bunch of pockets, and then just try to have them ready. But then I don't continue the process, so I make pockets as I go most of the time. But sometimes, I don't know, you just don't feel like working on an actual book. So I'll sit there in the living room and just make a bunch of them. Or at least have the papers fold it where I could just, you know, glue like 2 pages together just so I could have that part ready for if I need to. Or when I start making my pockets, I should say, I already have them ready. But, yeah, I keep saying, oh, I'm going to sit there and do a bunch of these, a bunch of that, and I really don't. I do, and then, like I said, look at me, I lost them. I made some for this tutorial. I couldn't find them. But today was a good day to do a video, so I said I'm just going to do them on the video. But I'm sure I'll find them when I don't need them anymore. Okay, so then we have a pocket there. So now here, I gotta think. What do I want to do? I could even do a pocket here to leave that for journaling. That's another option. So, actually, let's see. Trim this baby down a little bit. But yeah, this is me in action, guys. I'm just all over the place. I should have just glued it all the way, huh? I know that's what you guys are saying. I could hear you thinking. But you're right. So I'm not complaining. I was just thinking of sewing. But and I'm going to come here and I'm going to use this as a little corner tuck. Yeah, let's leave that 15 out. Might get covered anyways, but let's see. So let's see. I'm gonna glue this pocket down. And you know, one thing I've tried to do as well, like make my pockets, decorate them, and then just come and pop them here. I've done a couple, but I'm not gonna lie, I struggle to decorate when they're just there. But when they're in a book, it's like different, and I think it's because I could actually see like the whole visual of where the page is at. You know, I don't know if that makes any sense, but in my head, maybe I'm just used to it, but in my head, it's like they gotta be glued down first, and then I can decorate them. It just, I don't know. I can't. I'm such a weirdo. But I guess it's just the way, you know, we train our mind, our head to process, you know, do whatever it is we're doing. I don't know, guys. That's too long. I'm just going to cover that thing, and I don't want to cover it. So yeah, that's just me. So then on this side, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Definitely need more book pages. For this one, what do I want? Now for this one, I'm going to do a tearing page one. Whoops. Which I hope I'm in frame, guys. Give me a second. There. That way I don't have to worry so much. Hopefully I was in frame all that time I was doing all that stuff. So then I grab my vintage photo, and I'm going to distress real quick. And then I'm going to use a walnut stain and do the edges. Oh, Lord. That's my sister. Why am I whispering? I forgot she was going to call me. I'll have to call her back. Okay, so that one is done. So then here, I'm not doing anything because I definitely want that stamp there. So now here, I got a little bit of bled through a little bit. So we definitely got to cover that. Now, how we're going to cover it? What pocket? Think, Patty, think. Go ahead and picture. Move that to the side. Actually, I might put a little envelope there. I do have some of those made already. But they're not distressed, so let me go real quick and distress this baby. And I usually use the vintage photo to do all the inside of the pocket when I don't copy dye them, which I sometimes, but not really, copy dye the book pages. Why, I don't know. But even, you know, even though sometimes you copy dye them, I don't know, to me I feel like I still need to come back and do the walnut stain for sure around it, only because I guess I like the little border it gives it. I don't know. I like it. But not the back because it's going to be glued down. Bring this back. Yeah, okay. Now we just need glue. Sometimes I glue them all the way to the edge of the page. Sometimes I like to leave a little border. In this case, I'm leaving a border. Just make sure you press really good, because you don't want it to have a little opening. Okay, now here, I'm going to leave that alone. I may put paper, cover that, but I'm not sure because I like the copy effect this page, this paperback took, so we'll skip that one for now. Now on this side, I'm not 100% sure if I want a pocket, being that I have one on this side, even though this is in the center. So for now, I'm going to skip that one. Here, I definitely need one. So let me see. We still need to cut the middle. Hold on, my end doesn't look even. So yeah, you guys could just be, you know, smarter than me and just have your pockets ready. That way you just come and lay them I kind of had done that, but like I said, I don't know what I did to them, but most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I do work like this, just make pockets as I go. Because I sit there to do a bunch of one thing, and I'll get bored. I will get bored. I really need to add glue to this baby. Now these little corner tacks, I may add paper to them, may not. I'm not sure, only because I kind of would like to, because of the pink, just to put some pink florals over here, just so it could work with her flowers there. I like that, that looks pretty. Here, I like that toasty one, so I'll put a pocket here. Now, what do I want to do? What kind of pocket, Patty? He's calling again. Oh, she's like probably getting angry because I'm not answering my phone. I think I need to change my blade already. Maybe a little more. There, I think. Now I'm going to come in with my walnut stain real quick. was debating whether to leave the side, one of the sides open, but I changed my mind. So this one I'm going to leave it blank. So then on this side I want a pocket here. So we need 3 pockets still. Which I was trying to use some of these. But I don't know, I think that's too big. But use some of these glassine bags also from A Tattered Dream. Just borrow this paper. And actually I need to do this one because I'm going to fold it. So I didn't copy dye this. But actually I think I'm going to have to, I don't know. I don't know if I should sew it or glue it. Let's try glue and see if it works. I don't think glue works, does it? Let's try. I'm going to say there. So I think I'm going to do a 2-part video because this one's already reaching an hour. So I'll probably have to speed it up in a few areas just to not let it go. Will be an hour. So now we need I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave that blank. For now I'm gonna skip that one. And now here take one of these pockets. Barely to the edge. So now we have one more pocket here and we're done for this video. What do I want to do? Have a bunch of these bingo cards that I need to be using up. So that's going to be used as one of my pockets. On this side I have an image, so I'm going to leave that alone. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the back here. I'm probably do another one of those flip things. Which, what did I do with it? Of course it's missing. Oh, I'm such a mess. I'm such a mess. You know, I'm starting to think maybe it's not me. It's the paper that hides from me. It's doing it on purpose. Oh, wait. This one. I'm thinking of decorating this one And then just using this as like a little pocket there, and then just decorate it. But I'm not 100% sure, so I'm leaving the bag blank. Anyways, this video is already too long. Like I said, I'm gonna try to see if I could speed up some of the process so it won't be so long. But so far we got our pockets. Our next video is going to be to decorate and add our inserts and add maybe some more stamping throughout. Depends, but so far this is what we have. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the third video. Take care. Love ya. Bye.